no.
Counting game horror story. There once was a boy. His mother and father were always at work, so nobody ever watched him. The younger kids were afraid of him. He often bullied them and even stole their money, but the one he tormented the most was a girl. She had black hair and eyes just as dark, so they called her the gypsy girl. Maybe she really was a gypsy. She had no parents, and an old woman with a back bent like a question mark always brought her to school. No one knew why the boy singled her out, but no one defended her. She had no friends at school. One day, the boy tripped her in front of the principal, and she fell, smashing her nose in blood. Even after the principal called his parents, it didn't stop him. The boy only grew crueler. Once, he even shoved the girl while the old woman watched. She started scolding him loudly, but he just laughed, knowing she couldn't chase him. Wait, the old woman said. I know who will punish you. That night, the boy had a dream. He and several other children were tied up, lying on a cold stone floor. Fear gripped him, but he couldn't understand why. He twisted his head, trying to see who was there. All he could hear was heavy breathing and a long, hissing laugh. A large wooden table stained with red and black sat in the room. Behind it, a dark furnace roared, flames licking its edges. This isn't paint, the boy realized with a shiver. It's blood. The dream was terrifying, but in the morning he forgot it quickly. The next night, he returned to the same dream. He began to sense where the blood came from and why the fire burned in the furnace. All day, he stayed home, terrified. That night, he tossed and turned, afraid to sleep. But when he finally drifted off, the fear only grew. He saw him enormous and fat. His knotted hands were covered with raw, bleeding wounds stitched together with thick, rough thread. A mask hid his face, but the boy recognized the eyes behind it. The same black eyes as the gypsy girl and the old woman. The fat man looked at the children lying on the floor. Then he began to count, pointing at them with thick, bloody fingers. People, beasts, I am none. Do you think this is all? The boy woke up screaming. He got dressed and ran to school, desperate. He had to find her. He had to beg for forgiveness. He waited by the school for 3 hours. But the gypsy girl never came. Nor did the old woman. That night, the dream returned. The fat man repeated his counting. People, beasts, I am none. Do you think this is all? Sticks, stakes, shadows, dark. No one wants me at all. The boy tried all day to find out where the girl and old woman lived. But the other children stared at him blankly. Teachers shook their heads. Even the principal didn't remember ever calling his parents. His own parents dismissed the nightmare as just a dream and said nothing could happen. That night, he lay in bed, eyes wide open, but he could still hear the counting. People, beasts, I am none. Do you think this is all? Sticks, stakes, shadows, dark. No one wants me at all. Rats, worms, life's a game. I've fallen into nowhere. Light, dawn, and silent screams. You'll never wake again. As the first light of morning crept through the window, the voice faded. The boy could barely stand. Sleep called him, but he knew he had to find the gypsy girl. He had to go back to school, ask other children, search the city, search every street. He had to find her and the old woman. He already knew who the counting would point to in his dreams. His parents left for work, unaware that the boy had fallen asleep sitting on the edge of his bed, one pant leg pulled over his foot. And if anyone had tried to wake him, they never could have. The counting continued, echoing faintly, as if from somewhere far away. People, beasts, I am none. Do you think this is all? Sticks, stakes, shadows, dark. No one wants me at all. Rats, worms, life's a game. I've fallen into nowhere. Light, dawn, and silent screams. You'll never wake again.